I'm Wei-Ling. Welcome to 4月 April Q&A video. Today I'm going to answer this question. Mandarin speaking is so difficult. What can I do? In this video, I'm sharing 5 world-class celebrities' suggestions and 1 bonus tip from me to help you to overcome this difficulty. First, stop wishing, start doing. From Oprah Winfrey.
The way through the challenge is to get still and ask yourself, what is the next right move? Not think about, oh, I got all of this stuff. What is the next right move? And then from that space, make the next right move and the next right move. And not to be overwhelmed by it because you know your life is bigger than that one moment. You know you're not defined by what somebody says is a failure for you, because failure is just there to point you in a different direction.
Second, you need to love to fail. From Gary V.
Who are you afraid of? Like, what? When you get fired from Dutch Bros tomorrow, right? Right? Like, when you, right? Which I can see is pretty much gonna happen, right? Like, when that happens, right? When that happens, like, what are you scared of? Like, what? Your dad's gonna be like, I told you you're a loser? Or like your girl's like, I can never trust you, I can never marry you? Like, what? It is a woo. Like, what? Like, tell me the thing. Like, what? Like, what? This is why I'm petrified of fucking 8th place trophies. If you grow up where everybody gets an 8th place trophy, you're actually scared of losing, and then you're fucked because losing is real. I swear on my fucking kid's health, I'm obsessed with losing. I fucking love losing. I love losing because I know exactly what you're thinking about my loss, and I can't wait to stick it in your fucking face when I come back. I remember once my grandma said that I was lazy because after 7 hours of fucking dragging wood in my parents' backyard, I was like, I need a break, because she's old school Russian gangster. And I remember laying there and her drilling me and me thinking to myself, I'm gonna fucking stick it to you, grandma, like nobody's ever like I like losing. Like when the Yankees and Rangers won their championships, I stopped rooting for them. People like laugh at me like, you're a Jets fan? I love being a Jets fan. I'd hate being a Seahawks fan because you won, it's over, the climb's over. So like, that's it. Like, what are you fucking fearful of? Like, your sister making fun of you because she's got a better job? Fuck her. That's my answer.
Third, let go of perfectionism. From Brené Brown.
Perfectionism, what emerged for me in the data was that perfectionism is not about striving for excellence or healthy striving, which I'm for.
Yeah.
It's a cognitive behavioral process, a way of thinking and feeling that says this: if I look perfect, do it perfect, work perfect, and live perfect, I can avoid or minimize shame, blame, and judgment.
You know what I thought when I was reading this? I had another aha.
2 people.
This was my other aha. That perfectionism, I never gotten this before until I read this, that perfectionism is the ultimate fear. That the people who are walking around as perfectionists, who have to have everything that they are ultimately afraid that the world is going to see them for who they really are and they won't measure up.
There's no question. That's what it is for me.
That's correct, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fear.
Because it's very different than trying to be excellent and working hard and doing your best. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I call perfectionism the 20-ton shield. We carry it around thinking it's going to protect us from being hurt.
Yeah.
But it protects us from being seen.
Fourth, admire others instead of comparing with. From Simon Sinek.
I'll give you an example. So we can all fall into this trap. So, in my business, authors and speakers and folks like us, we're all comparing ourselves to each other, and sometimes it can get silly and competitive. And there was, sometimes I go on Amazon and I check the rankings of my books to see that I still have a job. And now and then there was this one author who I hated for no reason. He's very smart. His work's incredibly good. He's incredibly well respected. I respect him, but I hate him. And I would check the rankings of his books. And when I was ahead, I'd be like, yes. And when he was ahead, I was like, right? It would drive me crazy. And I had this weird abstract competition. Same thing, right? Social media happened to be Amazon rankings.
Right.
And I would check in all the time. I'd always check in, mine, his, nobody else, just mine and his. Anyway, we were, I was at an event and we were interviewed together on the same stage. And the interviewer decided to let us introduce each other. So I went first. I had to introduce him. And this is what I said. I looked at him and I said, you make me very insecure. I said, because all of your strengths are all of my weaknesses. And every time I see you do well, it just reminds me what I'm bad at. That's how I opened up. He turned to me and he said, funny, I feel the same way about you. And now we love each other. Because I realized that he's really good at what I'm bad at. So by me getting to know him and really learning to love him, I'm realizing I'm getting better at those things. And I'm taking more pride in the things that I'm good at rather than thinking I have to be good at everything he's good at. Right? So it's healthy to grow our own strengths and rather than be intimidated by the strengths of others.
Fifth, never doubt yourself. From Tony Robbins.
If they've gone out and they've made all this progress, they're real happy. They go, go, go. They're growing, growing, growing. Boink, they hit this plateau. Wrong sport. Not a tennis player. Go play this. Boink, racquetball. All of a sudden, working hard, not getting the result. Wrong thing. Wrong relationship. Wrong job. Wrong mission. So then they go out and play golf and they go, boom. They don't even get the progress. And they go, I didn't need to use the F word that many more times in my life, right? Different piece. Now that's what a dabbler does. And by the way, dabblers by their nature are unhappy. Think about this. Even with all the economic challenges that exist, most people in North America for sure have a better quality of life than 95% of the planet. 95% of the planet is living on what? How much? 2/3 of the planet, I should say, is living on $2 a day. Your worst nightmare is somebody else's greatest dream. Most of the planet's greatest dream. Your idea of economic downfall is somebody's dream. That's the truth. And so what happens though is, would you agree we have more choices, more freedoms, more opportunities today than any time in human history? Yes or no? Are most people happy? Is their happiness tied to the quality of life they really have? Because we're a world now that's shallow. Most people are dabblers. They try something for a while, doesn't work out, they do something else.
And the bonus tip from me. 6. You will never be a native. The higher chance you feel Mandarin speaking is difficult is because you not only compare yourself with others, but you compare with natives. There, embrace who you are. Embrace the fact that you are not a Mandarin native speaker. It's normal you don't sound like a native. It's normal you have funny grammar sometimes because you are not a Mandarin native speaker. And to make you feel better, even that so, you are still valuable as who you are. Just look at me. My English pronunciation isn't perfect, and I have a lot of room to improve weighing my words. But I'm here to share my thought to help to make your Mandarin journey easier in English. So you don't need to sound like a Mandarin native. You still can use Mandarin to achieve your dream. Summary. What can you do to make Mandarin speaking easier for you? First, stop wishing. Start doing. Second, you need to love to fail. Third, let go of perfectionism. Fourth, admire others instead of comparing. Fifth, never doubt yourself. Sixth, embrace the fact that you are not a Mandarin native speaker. I appreciate you sending an email to share with me your difficulty. I really hope this Q&A video is helping. As I always say, share this with your Mandarin learning friend who needs this. And feel free to email me or leave a comment below. Tell me your thoughts or feedback. I'm Wei Ling, sending love, and see you in a bit.